Hello. Fucking right. Welcome to the Burning Couch. I'm Agent Orange. Joining me, as almost always.
Fucking right.
Yeah, that's right. I love the Burning Couch. Chad Howie. I gotta wear my I love Chad Howie shirt on Saturday. Love that shirt.
Guess that's what everyone wants these days, eh? Ah!
How's that? Oh, for fuck's sakes, thanks, Dom. Fucking always on top. Oh, and speaking of which, I've heard some reviews about Dom's game that he invented or whatever. Well, apparently, Dan's run through it a few times, and he says it's fucking pretty awesome. He's been playing it with he's had some people over to play it and stuff, and they're just kind of they're taken aback by the fact that it was made by someone around here because it apparently it feels and plays like a real board game. So I think Dom did a fucking really good job on it. Dan's like, so there's like levels of trivia where it's like, there's the ones that are the easy ones, and then there's shit you'll never get unless, you're fucking a culinary expert. And I guess according to Dan, and this is, I mean, Dom can tell us right now since he's here, but apparently it's much.
Yeah, Greg, I'm back. I made it this time.
It's much harder to find easy trivia than it is to find hard trivia. Like when you're making questions for a game, because I guess you're naturally as like, I mean, if you're like Dom and you're like big into like the games about culinary stuff, it's about food and shit, right?
No.
Dude's into it, right?
Yeah.
So obviously coming up with the really hard stuff is probably going to be easy for someone who's into their craft like that. Like if you were to make a guitar trivia thing, right? You'd be like, well, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, what about the easy shit? It's like, well, I don't remember how to do the easy shit anymore. It just kind of happens, right? But so that's fucking okay. We're working. Excellent, Greg. Nice to see you, Greg. Yeah, we're opening the trivia into pop culture to make it easier. I don't know. Okay. So you're gonna have some outside stuff. Right on. Oh, fucking way to go, Dom. All I'm hearing about it is is good reviews, and I can't wait to give it a fucking. I hope is there. You get to roll a dice, right? You gotta have to roll a die, otherwise I don't want to play your game, Dom. Just kidding, but I mean, I'm hoping there's a die in there.
It's gotta have dice.
Mm-hmm. Like food and movie TQ. Oh, okay, gotcha. Right on. Awesome. Be like, so like what was Garfield's staple dinner, or whatever, something like that, right? Cool, makes sense. There's one in case you didn't have one for your game there.
10-sided dice.
Oh, a 10-sided die. Oh, serious? Right on. Oh, fuck, that's cool. Oh, yeah, she's into the Jose. Fucking. Friday, fucking. Actually, I lied. Last Thursday, I got to mix a drum kit again for the first time in forever. But it was Marty. Not that I say that like it's a bad thing. Marty's a fucking phenomenal drummer, but he brings this little tiny jazz kit, and it was at the tap, so it was just kick and toms, kick and toms. I didn't like anything else, right? But this past Friday, it was third degree burns. And Wire was he says, I'm playing the full drum kit because I'm going to play it out in Estevan because that's where we were yesterday. And we're playing in a big fucking thing and we got the big rig going. So I was like, okay, well, if you're gonna play your electronic drums here tonight, let me run lines, even though I'm not going to use them. Let me run them so I have the strips on the digi all set up and I don't have to be. Yeah. Because if you don't leave a space, and you got to put one in there, you got to delete all the work you did on the other ones because you can't just add a strip in there and move it around. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can or not. I'm going to look into that.
I wonder if you can on the pad.
Right, and I tried doing that, but I wonder if I can't just say I missed something, and then you build it at the end, and maybe just go to the routing screen because there's a routing screen, and maybe you can just take that one and move it. That would probably be the way to do it. I learned how to do something really fucking cool on it last night too, which I will get to. We're gonna have to start doing it all the time because it involves the monitors and what they sound like, and it's really, really gonna help our monitor mix like fucking unbelievably. I'll get to it right now or I'll forget. So, up until this point, whenever the front of house guy was making adjustments to your parametric EQ, okay, it would reflect in your monitor mix, right? So if I'm scooping your mids out because the front of house is really honky and it's gonna fucking sound better, that's happening in your monitor mix. Not anymore. I found a way around it, right? So because last night everyone was complaining. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, Will, like Ken Burden. I fucking love the guy, man. Like even when shit isn't working for him and you can tell he's kind of like, I don't want to work under these conditions, but he's doing it because he's pro, right? He still comes at you in a way that you just can't help but fucking laugh at the guy, right? Because I don't know, he's such a fucking pleasure to work with. Will, I don't know what it is, but my guitar, it sounds like shit. And I'm like, I know, man. Okay, here, can you hear this? And I'd take up, like, we'd be on the break, and I'd just take the paramedic, and I'd start going this, and he goes, oh, yeah. I'm like, fuck, okay, well, I'll look it up. I gotta figure out how to fix it. So, the Garfield thing is actually a question. That's fucking awesome. 1 to 6 for movement, 7 to 9 for battles, and 0 for loose. Fuck, that's cool, Dom. I can't wait to give that a spin. Oh yeah, he's going on. Yeah, I can hear that, and it's like, I know you got to fix what you got to fix out front, but man, it's really hard to play like this. Like everything just sounds like shit. And I'm like, okay, so Wire had my phone because for some reason his phone won't connect to my shit. Everyone else's connect, Wire's won't connect. I go on to the QU thing. It says it can handle 6 clients and 2 UPads. So you and I could log in with iPads. You could say, be running front of house, and I could be running monitors or whatever the case may be. And 6 people would be able to do that as well. Which, I mean, why would you ever need that many? But especially if someone's running monitors, you wouldn't need those. But I digress. So Wire's phone won't connect. So I'm like, okay, well, here, take my phone. So I log in, I connect, no problem. I gave him the phone. And so I have to borrow the phone back, and it's like dying. And I'm trying
an Apple phone.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'll only have problem with the, and it's funny. You know what? You know why it's so funny? Because that Allen and Heath software, it's all developed on Mac, and yet it's the fucking iPhones that won't connect to the shit. It's just I don't understand it. I don't ever have any troubles with the Google phones. They always remember it's the Mixinator, and if they don't see the Mixinator, they remember the IP address that I punched in last time. These iPhones, fuck, you gotta tell it every goddamn time, and it's like fuck you. You know, I mean, that's the only bad thing about the Allen and Heath board, and this is the only bad thing, and it's a really bad thing. It's really bad. And that's, you can't get, it's all iOS software. There's no Android or Windows software associated with it. So you can't download a Google app for control.
Yeah.
You need a fucking an iPad to run the remote. That's what pisses me off, because I could have spent a quarter of the money I spent on my iPad for a fucking cheap tablet, right?
Yeah.
Just to run, I bought an iPad to run one fucking program. And it's like, Jesus Christ, it costs almost as much as the fucking board, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, why can't I use an Android fucking thing with your board, Alan and Heath? Fuck you. You know, like, that's shitty. You should fix that. You're really cutting
so
out.
my pad wouldn't run it.
It's not a Mac, is it?
No, it's
No.
Samsung.
You can try to get the app for it. You won't be able to.
Huh.
Right? But you can run a Behringer rig. You could run a Soundcraft rig. Right? That's horse shit.
Yeah.
Horse shit. Oh yeah, great. I love shit that doesn't work. Like, don't get me wrong. I've spent 20 years fucking dealing with Windows not working, and it finally works. Probably because Bill Gates got nothing to do with it anymore. But, you know, I mean, he still owns shares, but he has nothing to do with its development. And lo and behold, all of a sudden it's fucking working. Anyways, Mac seems to have gone the wrong way. While Windows was struggling through the 90s, Mac had the fucking recording and arts sector in Loctite. Fucking, that was their market. If you were going to record audio, you were doing it on a Macintosh, because Windows was never stable enough to run a session longer than 15 minutes. You know, Macs would fucking no problem. And then all of a sudden, this fucking this shift change happened. All of a sudden, Windows was capable of running programs like Pro Tools and Reaper. Point in case, what I do here,
Yeah.
you know, you could have never done this 20 years ago on a Windows machine. You had to use a Mac, right? So I don't know. It's pretty weird. So, anyways, I'm looking up monitor auxiliary sends pre-EQ or something, right? And fucking lo and behold, there's some thread somewhere. He goes, yeah, just go into the routing page and set your shit to pre-EQ, right? Then whatever I do with the EQ doesn't affect them, because they're just listening to their flat signal. And there's no routing page in this thing. I'm like, fuck, where is it? And I still don't remember. Oh, no, I remember where I went now. And this is what you'll have to do, too, if you're ever doing sound for someone on that board. Click on the mix, right? Whichever one it may be. And this works for everything. This even works for the left and right channel if you want to. So I don't know why you'd want to do that, because then you'd be doing things that nothing would happen. But maybe if you were sending left and right to something else and you wanted to grab whatever, you can do it to all the channels. You select the mix, and then
On the channel?
like on the side, whichever
Oh,
one you want to
play
do,
mix.
right? Yeah. So you wouldn't want to go left and right, because you still want all the graphics
Yeah.
to work for that. So you go mix one. Let's say Murray's mix one. Let's use the SJS thing for instance. It's me, U and
Oh,
Ron.
on the monitors.
Right. Yeah. So you go.
Okay,
so you
yeah.
go will. Right. You hit
Yeah.
will or mix one. It'll say mix one, and
Yeah.
then on the main strip for the output, it'll say Will or Murray or Ron. Right. You touch that. You highlight that strip, and then it brings up the channel properties,
Yeah.
right, where you name shit and stuff. Well, there's a little arrow on there that lets you page through shit, and if you page to the back, you can select those options: preamp, post preamp, pre EQ, pre fade, and pre something else. So you can send them their flat motherfucker. You can send them a graph motherfucker that isn't affecting the fader, or you can send them your fader affecting as well. So when you pull the faders, they lose their shit.
Yeah.
It's all there. But as a default, for some reason, which I don't understand why, this is maybe another kind of shitty thing about the Allen and Heath board, is that it defaults to post EQ. So when I'm making adjustments, so at the tap where it's small,
Yeah.
and the acoustics in there, they're not the best, but they're better than a fucking concrete tin box, right? Well, let me get to that. That's going to lead to one of our stupid people stories tonight, folks. I wish I'd come up with a little graphic of stupid people, something like that. Fuck, I got a couple of them. But what was I going on about? Shit. Oh, yeah, right. We were all on Friday night at the tap. I'm mixing the drums and shit, and it's Wires full kit, and I've got it all in there. And fuck, I got, even Ron was like, fuck, Will, those drums sound great. I'm like, well, they are, I didn't say this to Ron, but they are a recording studio custom kit. Like, you have to have an endorsement through Yamaha. You have to be endorsed through Yamaha before you can even look at something like this. So, basically, and you can only get them if you're a recording studio, right? So Wire got him through his buddy that runs the recording studio in Yorkton. He's like, man, I've got a line on this Yamaha kit, and it's going to go to someone else. If you want to pick it up, and so he got him for a song and a dance, Anyways, they sound great. And everyone was super duper happy, and they're all like, "Oh yeah, fucking awesome!" Because I don't have to pull a lot of mids out, right? I can keep the graphs generally flat. And then we get to Estevan, and it's
The tin room.
it's a curling ring.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a fucking shed, right? Now the walls had fucking plywood on them or whatever. The ceilings were steel, but they were draped with
Flags or something.
no, it was have you ever been in an old shed that was built, I'm gonna say, between the 70s and the 90s, and they would drape that white shit on the ceiling. There's fluffy insulation in behind it, but it's white on the bottom, and it kind of like, it's kind of pillowy. There was that shit. So I'm gonna say there's maybe 4 or 5 inches of, not as dense as rock wool. It would be more like Brillo pad behind it, like that kind of density of shit. It
would be industrial
insulation, yeah, right. So I mean, it's not going to baffle much sound because it's shiny plastic on the one side, really. So all that is lost, right? So there's a big fucking place like that, and in there, I'm pulling a lot of mids out because that building is all mid-range shit, right? It's concrete and steel.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, everything sounds like a tin can, and it's like, well, that's because it's already tin canny and fucking it's just,
Well, I had that do sound in the Cali Cup.
it's horrible. You need a lot of power to get over that, right? And I discovered as the night went on,
It stayed sideways.
yeah, ours was set up in the corner at an angle of. Anyways, I don't do that. I don't plan that shit. So, yeah, it was just fucking brutal. And then, so I'm looking it up in between the break, right? I'm looking up how to fix this. Wire's fucking pokey fucking foot thingy that's supposed to stab into shit on your kick drum isn't. The thing's busted, so it's recessing, and the drum's going around in a circle because the other one's stuck in the ground, right? So every time he kicks the kick drum, it's shifting just ever so slightly. I'm like, fuck. And so I'm there with duct tape, and we push the pin all the way out, and there's a the way this one works. It's not like most of them you twist, and the pin comes in and out. This one, the rubber foot is there, and the pin recesses mechanically inside, and there's like a pin that sticks out, and on one side there's an Allen key, on the other side there's drum key, and you loosen it and you move it and then you tighten it like that. Well, the drum key part is snapped right the fuck off, so it's just loose, right? So we're fucking, I'm like, oh fucking, we get some duct tape. I'm like, okay, Jeff, pick up the kit. So he's pulling up the side of the kit. I'm pushing the fucking pin down and I'm taping the fuck out of it, and taping it, and it fucking held. I kept, oh right, I crammed a fucking a beer tab. I busted a beer tab thing up there, folded it in half, and crammed it into the wedge and taped it on, and it fucking stuck there. So that problem was fixed. And now I'm looking online, and then I found out how to fix the monitor mix thing. And I'm like, Ken, come on, I need you for a minute. I think I found out how to do it. And we go up on stage, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna turn the EQ off, and we'll start. And he's playing, and it's like, okay, now I'm gonna turn it on and off. I'm going like this, and he's like, I hear no change. I'm like, so I changed everyone over to that, and I was like, okay, you guys, you're all flat now. Just take a minute at the beginning before you start. Just make some noise and adjust your levels because they're going to be louder now. You've got all that mid range back, right? And fucking at the end of the second set, they're like, night and day, Will. It's like, wow, man, like this is fucking great. So that was cool. I'll show you how to do that sometime. It's especially when we're playing now. You know, like the monitors are gonna sound better because they're not gonna have the same graphing that we're putting up front, right? Because you can't. You know, like what you're graphing for the front of house is gonna sound like shit right in front of your face. You know, especially in a different set of speakers too, right? There's so many variables. Which brings us to our first stupid people. I don't know if I want to tell the best one. I'm going to leave that one for the last. That one was fucking... So, okay. This guy... No, there was two stupid people and one inquiring mind. Because he wasn't bugging me. And he knew when to stop talking. Because I obviously didn't want to talk to him very much. I don't like talking to people when I'm trying to do sound. Even if I'm your buddy. You know, like, it just... I'm sorry, man, but don't come up and talk to me about how sound guys missed the guitar solo, and then I missed the guitar solo because I'm fucking talking to you. You know, and it's like, hello. It's never happened. I mean, but it does happen sometimes. Like I'll be sitting there at the tap, and Ray'll love the guy, but Ray, I'm trying to do sound here, dude. Shut the fuck up. You know, I can't hear don't come and tell me that I missed the guitar solo, and you know, and then right. So, but anyways, there was one of those guys last night, but he generally wanted to know how everything worked. You're running that from here? Like, yeah, man, it's all Wi-Fi, dude. I don't have to run any snakes or haul cables or anything like that anymore. The only thing that sucks is that I don't get my little sanctuary. Yeah. Right, and that's the fuck off. So fuck off, right? You know, like and so I mean, and that's the only problem with these digital boards is that if they don't give you a spot for your front of house, you get accosted by people because they think you're sitting there playing fucking Candy Crush. Yeah. That's someone. Oh, I thought you were playing slots, and I sat there and I said, oh. You think I'd come to an arena with 1,200 people in it, sit by myself at the table, and play slots? You know, and just like, what the fuck?
He's got the Mackie board he runs this.
iPad control. Yeah, no, it's seamless. But I just don't like it when you're forced to have to run iOS stuff. I don't want a fucking iPad. They're garbage. They're overpriced junk. No, they're not junk. They're good pieces of machinery, but they're extremely overpriced.
Way overpriced.
Way overpriced. So that was
That is pretty nice fucking Biggie Box.
I like it. Yeah, it's good and it's faster than the old one. And it sucks because I could have just kept using the old one, but the old one was hard to work with. It would result in a lot more instances because you're trying to catch up to the lag and stuff like that. So having this new one,
Good investment.
yeah, it's probably earned more jobs for me
Yeah, for sure.
because it's steady like that, right? And fucking oh yeah, my she was married to one of the Donner brothers or something like that. And it's like, oh, okay. So would you want to do it? Oh, what was okay? Number 2. This one was weird. I didn't know how to respond to this one. Again, like, it's funny because the guys in the band, I can't tell the story that they were telling, but I'll tell you off the air because I don't like talking bad about people that I respect, you know, and it's just there are workplace instances where, and we've all seen them on YouTube, you know, where the guy flips out and he smashes his computer screen and shit like that. So the guys in the band, they're all going on about sound checks and how they're all fucking and they flip out over nothing and lose their shit. And I'm sitting at the end of the table drinking, right? You know, and it's like, it's funny, Will hasn't done anything like that yet. And I'm like, that's it! And I fucking go to pick up the table. And it's fucking hilarious. I was like, actually, I don't know. It's funny because since, you know, when we first started doing, I don't know, remember what, yeah, here. Right? And bands would be coming over here and I'm losing my shit. And you get me to calm down and stuff. Well, now I have patience for the band and stuff like that. It's the people I have. All my non-patience has now been subjected and diverted towards them, and I need to work on that too because I know some people are just trying to be nice, but instance number 3 is gonna blow your mind. So this guy sits down. Are you new? Huh? What do you mean, are you new? I don't recognize you. Oh, well, yeah, I just started working with these guys. I've been doing sound for them for, I don't know, a little under, not very long. Where's Neil? Well, I'm sure that's probably, this is exactly what I told him. I said, I'm sure that's probably a question that's better off suited to someone who was here when he left. I'm Neil's replacement. Oh, Neil's a great guy. I'm aware of that about Neil. Yeah, he's a fantastic guy. I wonder why he isn't here. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm like, fucking don't know. I mean, I know why, but I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to believe me, because I'm new. And then you're still going to go ask him.
Yeah.
And then you're going to start this big dramatic fucking thing because now someone's going to think I'm lying about something or some shit because you're going to twist my words around.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. You should probably ask Wire where Neil. You know, like, well, fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know, give me a beer or something. Fuck. And these two gentlemen, might I add, both of them, this was already after I'd had my first incident, which had just fucking put me in a fucking mood. Like, oh, you know, when you get in one of those moods and then it's like, all night. Like, I must have just looked like, don't fucking talk to me. Because nobody wanted nothing. It was like, I'd walk through the crowd and people would be like, I'd hear the Sideshow Bob. That was mostly what I heard. But fucking, nobody wanted nothing to do with anything. It's fucking hilarious. So, iPads are dirt cheap through Rogers. Well, through Rogers, I don't want a cell phone, dude. I don't want to fucking. Can you do that? I guess you could probably use your iPad as a cell phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can't put a SIM card in the phone.
No?
I don't know.
No.
Maybe
I
you
don't
can. I'd never want to fucking I'm never signing another cell phone contract again in my life. But I pay $15 a month for my phone now.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And that's through SaskTel. I get unlimited data. I just have to get, I have no call display. I need to put that on. It's going to go up to 17 or maybe 20. But I get unlimited data. The thing is, they throttle it after 250 megabytes, so it's really slow download. But if you're doing most of your shit on Wi-Fi, and who gives a fuck anyway? Anyway, I digress. The okay, number one, stupid person of the evening. Just fucking dumb. Fuck. So, sitting down, I got my little workstation at the very first table, at the front of all the tables. It's about, I'm gonna say, 30 yards back from the stage. Perfect place, right? I've got the speakers pointed right at me, the fucking 2 805s on the top, 2 bins aside. So 4 cabinets, 8 cabinets altogether. And so that's 2/3 of the whole rig. He's got another pair yet. And I'd never turned it up all the way. And this was half a Cali, and it was with 2/3 of the rig. So you throw another set in there, fuck, yeah, it's awesome. Fucking deadly. And okay, so the band's all tuned in, everyone's getting ready to go, they're starting. And I've got wires, kit, just you know, it's like, yeah, right. But only where I'm sitting. You know, when you move back, it dissipates in those big fucking echoey, boomy halls. But I'd walk around. It's like, it sounds kind of shitty here. Sounds great on the dance floor. That's all I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
Where people are dancing, it sounds great. Where I'm sitting, it sounds great. Great as it can be in a fucking, I'm going to say it's half the Cali Club.
That's still pretty big.
Yeah, I'm going to, you know, at least 4 curling sheets. Why? 4, maybe 6. I can't remember how many scoreboards were on the wall. But, and sheets long, standard curling sheets, right? So, whatever, it's big. And the walls go up, say 8 feet, and then the arch begins. And it's an arch. So there's another fucking problem. Concrete all the way. Everything's shiny. There's maybe 50 people there. Like the people didn't start showing up till about 11. At about 11, there's 1,000 people. I don't know. Like, it was packed. It was fucking, the place was packed by the end of the night. And fucking, there was no difference between what the band was playing and what the DJ was playing for the people on the floor. So it was sounding good. People were not dancing because the band was sounding bad. So, first couple tunes, this fucking lady sits down. She's clearly inebriated, right? And I don't know if she was attracted to me, probably, but you know, I bet she probably was, because she fucking stayed there the whole fucking night after. Christ. Anyway, she sits down. I'm working. She's like glancing over. She can tell I have something to do with the band. Sounds kind of tinny. First fucking words out of her mouth. Sounds kind of tinny. So I'm like, whatever. And I turn over, like, this is what I'm thinking in my mind while I'm trying to do work here. And I just give her one of those cheese dick, like, it was a horrible smile. She knew I was just patronizing her. I'll get back to it. Why does it sound so tinny? And this is what I said. Lady, take a look around. All right? We're in a steel building with a concrete floor. What the fuck do you think it's going to sound like? There's 50 people in here. Wait till this place is full and talk to me about tinny. You know, and just like, it's kind of boomy. Again, lady, the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck, like, maybe you should take it up with the people who built the rink. We need some acoustic padding in here because lady in the red fucking dress thinks it's tinny. Yet there's fucking, whatever. I just joked. And I lost it. I said, I don't come to your job and fucking bug you, do I? And that's what I said. I wanted to say something way fucking worse, but I said, I don't come to your fucking job and bug you, do I? Can you leave me the fuck alone? Right? Oh, well, you don't gotta take that tone. I was like, fuck off! Like, I'm trying to work here. I was here first. I've been sitting here for hours, you know? And so that was, you know, boom, like, boom, boom, right? And then all night she tried to fucking, oh, those chicks were looking at you. And I'm like, if I didn't have to sit here to do my job, she eventually left. But fuck, I never wanted to knock a woman's teeth out so bad. And I'm sorry, I don't condone violence, but when you patronize me and antagonize me while I'm working, clearly I'm not there for fun.
At least you didn't try and kiss you.
Oh, thank Christ. Would you have a long day? I'm like, ma'am, I was up till 4 last night with these guys. Okay? All that shit you see on stage, I packed into a truck this morning and drove down to your shitty little town for your fucking stripper show. And the hockey team, they're called the Esteban Strippers, right? It's funny, a little play on words. Esteban, yes I can. Fuck what? I hate that fucking place, man. I'm sorry, Jeff. That's where he grew up, but I can't stand that place. There's a few good people there, but just people from Esteban push over Mick Mars. That's all I gotta say about that.
Did you see Emilio? Emilio
Esteban. That needs one of these. It didn't work. Son of a bitch. Man, I forget how to do that now. Here it is. Oh, yeah, that's
Guess that's what everyone wants these days, eh?
Oh my god. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe that shit, man. Like, fuck you. The only people that can tell me I'm doing a poor job are those people up there. And they're gonna hear about it from their buddies. You know? And it's like there's 1,000 people in this building and you're the only one complaining. I better make sure I appease you, right? You know, it's like and when these guys start leading in and he start putting it, don't punch it! Like fuck, he's gonna go, he's running his finger along the screen. And I'm like, dude, this is a touch screen. Yeah. Push that button there and you'll stop the show. Oh, I won't do that. No, you don't. Fuck. It's like, fuck. It's almost like I'd rather go to grade school. I'd be more confident about around a bunch of kids than just be like, trying to touch shit. It's almost the same. At least you can forgive them because they don't know better. I mean, I guess these guys are wasted and drunk, so it kind of reduces you to that. But still, though, man, come on, leave me the fuck alone. I know, but then I lose my good spot. You know, I like being right there by the dance floor. You know, like just in front. The dance floor happens, me, everybody else. Because if you don't want it loud as shit, it dissipates after me.
Yeah.
You know, and you go stand around there. I don't care what it sounds like out there. Out here, it's got to sound good, right? That's why I like setting up sideways like that, you know, because then people can just fuck right off and go to the sides, and you almost don't hear nothing. So, in there, and I feel your pain. Yeah, oh, I get it, man. It's, you know, and I mean, again, that's why I like that whole front of house thing. You know, I think maybe what I'm gonna do is just like invest in a little tent. Just keep this little backpack. And then when everything's set up, I just push shit out of the way, put my tent up, it says FOH. And it'll just say FOH on the back and on the sides. And if anybody asks me what that means, I'm gonna say, fuck off, homie. You don't understand what it means, that's the fuck what it means. You know, like or honky or whatever fucking H word you want to put in there. Be my guest.
Oh, homeboy.
Yeah. Or Ellen. 30 Helens agree. You ever kids in the hall with
Yeah.
30 Helens agree. Fucking too funny. Front of house fucking rights. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. People who know what it means will leave well enough alone, and people who don't know what it means will learn. What's FOH stand for? I should have like a sign. Don't make me point at the sign.
A little fuck off. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Fuck off. What's the H for? The H is silent. Fuck. Fucking right. Wow, man. I'm glad the jam was so popular. Good. Don't forget, Saturday jam every Saturday at the tap.
We jamming tomorrow, Chad.
Well, if you can't have, I told him you're not doing the gig.
Yeah.
He
Well,
knows.
it's still coming in.
Yeah, might as well. He was wondering where you were on Thursday. I was like, well, I'm not doing the gig. Right? No, I'm down. We had an
Oh, I didn't know you're practicing Thursday.
yeah, we had an impromptu. I mean, I know he mentioned it.
No one
Remember?
called me.
Well, no, when he came back, remember before he left, he's like, "Hey, we're gonna get a couple in before I come back." So that Thursday, whatever. I wasn't sure. I was trying, whatever. I didn't know you didn't know, or I would have told you. I thought you knew, and
No.
you just didn't come because you weren't doing the show. So, okay, well, yeah, come down Monday and fucking rock out, because it does sound a lot better when you're there, dude. Just because, like, everyone's still, I mean, not everyone, but Brad's still figuring out what he wants to do in there and shit. And it helps when if things are, like, not really, if something's starting to fall apart, when there's only one guitar player, then it falls apart.
Yeah.
You know? If
When there's two,
you can kind of budget or hide it,
yeah,
you know?
that's a better word.
Because then Daryl can decide, because it's basically what Daryl decides to do, because
Yeah.
that's the mitigating tone factor there. Right? If well, I'm going to stick with Murray, then or whoever's staying with. Oh yeah, this is the guy that's playing the right note, or whatever the case may be. Because I know sometimes the songs go on. Fuck, I do it sometimes too. I get lost. Fucking thank goodness I don't have notes to play. Oh, fuck, man, if I played a stringed instrument in Chad's band, fuck, I'd be fucking up more than anybody. I would. Drums! It's fucking awesome. And I updated my Roland's to version 2.0. For some reason, that symbol still gets read backwards. I'm not sure what the fucking deal is. I think maybe it's just that symbol. I think that's the symbol Ron let me anyways. So maybe the polarity might be reversed on it or something because of the brain that it was plugged into. I don't know. I can't. It's triggering backwards. Nothing I can do about it. So I just disconnect it and leave it.
Well, yeah, it's my Yamaha one.
Oh yeah. I've got two of them now, so I'll just give you whichever one. I don't know. One of them's yours. I got a Yamaha DT6 Express drum kit for an Xbox 360. Straight up trade. But I know your brain's around here somewhere. I'll find it. I'll have it for you for tomorrow. Because
Plug it in for games because it's better than the real drums. The real drums.
Oh no, absolutely. You have enough pads and stuff for everything?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Fucking rights, dude.
I think I brought a Tom over or something. I mean, or did I? No symbol.
Oh, maybe. Didn't I give it back when I got mine fixed though?
Oh,
I can't
well, there's one.
remember. And look, yeah. It would have been a Yamaha symbol. Oh wait, no, the Roland's. That's right.
Just my brain is young.
Yeah, that's right. Yours is the orange one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I can't find it, I'll lend you my other one instead. 'Cause it's, I think it's the same. It might not be as good, or it might be the one better. I don't know what's close to it, or it might just be the same one, but they changed the way yours looked. It's a DT6, I think. Eh. It's good. It's good, man. Might as well have another blast. Good time for that. Definitely a good time for that. We want to thank everybody who's tuning in tonight to the Burning Couch. We appreciate your continued support, and there's a few of you tonight. Thank you. I'm pretty sure Twitch is a bot. I never say anything anymore. Hey, Twitch guy, you there? Okay. No, well, no, he's watching, or she's watching. It's watching. It's the bot. Prove me wrong, Twitch guy.
Say something.
Say
Twitch
something.
guy.
Say something witty. Leave a comment, please, and I'll stop seeing you. Care for a blast there, my man?
No, I'm good on that.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
right,
maybe.
well, we got to do it for entertainment value on our
I
show.
put a nice. It's a good little one. Good. Now, what I find with this one, I'll touch it and then wait for the smoke to go away, and then touch it, wait for the smoke, and then you won't get caught by as big a fucking. You know, that's funny, but. You know? Oh fuck. I like having this little separator here. It seems to collect more of the shit that's probably giving us bronchitis. Man, what a fucking battle that was, dude. Holy fuck, I don't wish that on fucking anybody, man. That sucked. That was like all of March, man. Fuck you, March.
You suck, March.
I know. Like March rolls around, I'm reminded of how fucking old I am, and then the fucking rest of the month sucks.
Just wait, buddy.
Yeah, every year though. Oh fuck, man. It's just that. Oh man, I hate my birthday. Here you go, dude. Oh, I better go to down and grab it down.
Oh, that back.
See how that worked? Get her?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, baby.
Let's see. Watch this. We're gonna do the two becomes one. When two bongs become one. That should get a little hard. Higher up. Ow! Don't come back. What the? Oh, there we go. And I do. Oh, got that work.
Oh.
Right. Bernie's back.
Guess
Guess that's what everyone wants these days, eh?
Right on. What's going on next weekend? Oh yeah. Chad Howie and the Bettermen are playing
22nd.
Broadways. Yes. That's this coming Saturday at Western Pizza on Broadway Avenue. No cover charge. Band starts at 9:30. I'm gonna say. Should be a good time. Yeah, fucking Chad says he's got some people coming out. Iggy's coming out, so that'll be a good time. He's always a riot. That guy, fuck. The last time I saw him was at the fucking Grey Cup. He comes by, I'm in the fucking BC room. Like 2 in the afternoon. Hey man, hey, fuck, how we going? Let me buy a couple beer. Oh, okay, man. So comes back with a couple beer. Can I keep my coat here? Oh, fuck yeah, sure thing. Okay. 6 or 7 hours later. Hey man, I'm like, here's your coat. Oh fuck! He totally forgot. I don't know, but he's pretty wasted. But he's just like, oh fuck, aren't you fucking yeah? Fucking good guy, man. I don't remember who he was there with, but fuck was he just twisted when he come back for his coat. No, this was at the Grey Cup. Sorry.
Oh, at the Grey Cup.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I should have been a little more clear about that. I think. Yeah, no, I have. Yeah, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him in a long time. I'm gonna be out there this week. That's gonna be a tight squeeze. Well, yeah, you're not gonna be there, so it's not gonna be as bad. 5 guys.
Yeah, I know. Fucking
Burgers and fries. Like, holy shit. I'll just set up the drums in the fucking VLT room. Hey guys! In the kitchen. Oh, that was yummy. Oh, fuck, that was yummy, that one, man.
plastic.
Fucking holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. So yeah, be sure to check that out. Not Chia, but check that out next Saturday. You're at the
Rail Yard.
Rail Yard with
Oh, no.
oh no. Yeah, right on. And what board's that there? The Soundcraft what is it?
Oh, fuck.
That one that was I think it was the one I had at the same board. Can't remember what it is. You
Oh,
still
yeah, a picture of it.
you never get to use the still no Wi-Fi password, can't break in with an iPad or
I'd
anything.
rather sit up in the booth.
Yeah, I
Too many
know.
people, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll walk around.
But there's some things you can do on the iPad that you may not be able to do on the board, or vice versa. Hey,
Probably.
sometimes
But,
it's locked up.
sound. Oh, no. Oh, effects. 10,000.
Yeah. yeah. I think FX is in there, dude, somewhere.
It's the same one that's at the music live.
Right. Okay.
Can't read nothing on it though.
No, right?
It's all blurry.
Too tiny. Too tiny. Yeah. I mean, maybe. Only,
Got any music or videos we can play?
I don't know, I was trying to think of something, but,
Play one of our dudes. Play the fucking Dionysus.
sure. Spotify!
Crank it up, people.
Where's my desktop? Is that gonna work? Let's just see here. Yeah, I did. Awesome. But we can't listen to it. It's gonna be loud. It's gonna fuck things up. So just gotta keep an eye on the line. Hey, is it still there?
Guess that's what everyone wants these days, eh?
I'll say. Okay, well, we got, so the other day, or maybe a couple weeks ago now, what the fuck up DistroKid? Let's see. DistroKid. We tried to upload Yeah Baby Yeah. No. See now we're fucking it's got a yellow thing here. Let's see what's going on. Let's click on it. Yeah Baby Yeah. You can't find the email, read it here. Here, okay. Here's a copy of the email we sent you on March 27th, 2023. Blank. Okay, well, let's just search my mail then. March 27th, right? Is that what I said?
I think so. Yeah, it's good. It's just really short.
That's right. Same here. Man, search mail. March 27th. Ah, you son of a bitch. Nice. I'll just go like this. Inbox, and we'll go back to March. How do I do that? April, fucking March 31st, 27th, I said, right?
Yeah.
March 27th. DistroKid. Hi. We were notified that your album predominantly consists of songs shorter than 60 seconds. The stores generally consider these snippets and not real full songs. Therefore, they're not allowed.
Damn.
Additional detail. Stores will not accept albums which the average song length is less than 60 seconds. Therefore, we are unable to approve this title. If you have longer songs that you can add to the album, that will make the average song length longer than 60 seconds. That may help. So, let's take a look. Now, upload music. Let me just take a look here. Why the fuck? Number of songs. Okay, so a single, right? So, like, why? I guess they consider that
A snippet.
Well, I'm just wondering why I can't amalgamate these into an album at some point. You know, like I'd like to put them together. Like when all the singles are released, I'd like to take them and release them as a collection.
One big one.
Right?
Yeah.
Without having to re-upload everything. But maybe that's what I'm gonna have to do. And then in that case, Yeah Baby Yeah can probably go on there because the average length of the other songs will bring that up.
Yeah.
So in the meantime and in between time, we'll continue to upload the rest of those tunes. And then when Yeah Baby Yeah is ready, then we'll release the album. You only get Yeah Baby Yeah if you download the album. There you go. Fucking ready. Okay. And that one we might release on Bandcamp. Speaking of which, I gotta check something out here real quick.
Oh, Bandcamp.
Still, okay, so what's on Bandcamp as far as this? All 4 albums are here. Okay. I should really log into Bandcamp sometime to see if we've actually sold anything. I'll make a couch Bandcamp too sometime. But I mean, as far as this shit's concerned, right? Because all the albums are here, right?
We're buying it.
That's the thing. I haven't logged into Bandcamp in years. not since we signed. I haven't logged in since then. Who knows? They might have sold a bunch, and there's a pile of money sitting there. That'd be funny. Oh,
Right.
yeah, you guys are huge and fucking.
Oh, we sold a million copies in Russia.
Yeah, fuck. Okay, that'd be funny. Because, like for instance, this I still fucking kill, man. There's tunes I want to do off that our way, you know, like this one first. I love this song, and it's never been done like properly, you know. But I want to fuck it. I want to produce the fuck out of it. Have like piano shit. Because the first one had a piano, right? Like
Yeah.
right. So I'll get my piano tuned up and get Green to play the thing on it again. It'd be nice to have that in there. Because I think she even played it in the proper key. But we weren't tuned down that far on that one, were we? Were we down a whole step on the first album? No. No, sir, we were not. This one too. I love this. I love this song. One of the best songs we ever wrote.
Which one?
Oh yeah, I love this song. Like just like what we do now when this kicks in. Kill's not bad. I love this song, man. Drums sound like ass though, right? There's some. There's so much I want to fix. You know, it's like, oh, I love this album, but it's like it could use a remaster. You know, it's not that bad.
We're just picking shit out.
I know, because I can because we did this.
It's got some good fidelity.
Yeah, it does. Fuck this. Fuck, there's good tunes on this album, man. Fuck's sakes. Like, really, there's not a bad tune on here. Wow, there's some filler, but. I can still remember the fucking. fucking screaming in the corner of that room, fucking face into the wall. Come on, man! Like, I'm not ready. I'm like, just write the words now. Fuck, who cares? It was so awesome, man.
I'll scream something till it works.
So it works, yeah. Because that's what happened,
Yeah.
right? Then we go back to listen to shit, and it's like, oh, there's a good line, and then you shape it to fit or whatever.
Yeah.
And we picked a
Right,
bunch
just
up, right?
Yeah.
It was fucking cool, man. That's fucking cool. Wouldn't like this is a good song. So I booked that tentative gig June. So can't really talk about it because we're not sure if it's happening yet. But I told our guy hiring us that Ron's got a wedding that night. Yeah, but SJS sooner, that'd be good. And I also mentioned because he talks to Bill every Thursday. Well, he talks to Bill almost every day. I also mentioned
Who does?
our the guy hiring us for this.
Oh.
For this I'm giving it away. But, so there might be an option for that as well. We might like 2 sets, one bill,
Sure.
right? Because he wants this thing to kind of last all day, you know. And I said, well, if you can't find bands that'll do it for your budget, you know, because I understand like bands like Take Mascara, for instance. There's 4 people in there. They're all exceptional musicians. They probably all want $150, I'd say, to come out there.
Probably,
You know,
they probably got more than that. But
well, I'm being
yeah,
conservative, and let's just say, you know, and you know, like that would probably be like, hey, come on, guys, can you please do it for that kind of thing? Someone would be twisting someone's arm for that. Where I mentioned to it, and it said, well, I mean, we will, you know, and it's like, and I'm not trying to do this to undercut bands because nobody plays the songs SJS plays except for when we do fucking Bryan Adams. Everybody does that, and okay, sure, I'm not really gonna put us up against any other band that plays that song because I frankly don't give a fuck about that tune. But I think we do a good job of it. But our covers that we do, not a lot of other people do, unless you and Ron are in the fucking band that do them.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, we're not really stepping on anybody's toes. We're not taking anybody's niche market away. And a lot of these bands, like Mascara, and stuff, have their followings and stuff, right? So, and that's what the client's looking for, right? But for bands that don't have too big a following, we provide high quality entertainment at budget rates. And there's probably a good chance I'm going to be running front of house anyway, so I'm going to try to get paid a couple of times that day. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck. But there might be a nice party we get to play at summertime, and there'd be a good band that we're opening for. So. And it'd be in a cool place, and it'd be outside. You know, I like outside. It's fun when the weather permits.
cool.
Yeah, absolutely. But with that in mind, yeah, we're gonna bid you adieu for this week because that's some work I want to get on here. I'll pick Murray's brain a little bit off the air because I don't want you all hearing it. So I just can't think of anything special going on next week. Unless you're not doing anything on Saturday, come down to Broadway's and hang out with Chad Howie and the Betterman. We'd love to see you there. Otherwise, fucking yeah.
We'll be practicing all this weekend, probably.
Well, Chad will want to get together tomorrow and probably and then
Billy, he's gonna want.
right. I'm at the IMAX all next week. So, Chad, if you're still watching, don't come here before 6, and don't tell anybody else to come here before 6, because no one's gonna be here. Jade will be here, maybe, but I won't.
Thanks for the compliment, Jake.
Oh yes, absolutely, and again, thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate it, and everyone else who tuned in tonight. And hope you had a wonderful weekend, and I hope the week coming to you is better than the last. Not that last week wasn't good, but if you had a good week last week, have a better week next week. Holy shit. See ya. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.